on tap, as it'll be the Raiders of Oakland taking on the Miami Dolphins.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
On the return, Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's Achane to start the drive.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Brandon, after last week we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Right back to Achane on second down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Back to throw.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
First and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10 at their own 46.
Duvernay in motion.
They'll start on the ground here on first down
to about the 48-yard line.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You talk about this Miami defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40.
The Dolphins take over first and 10.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked. But fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
So that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut him down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
2nd and 6. Again, it's Achane.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
The Dolphins sit 6-3 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but The attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Forced out to his left. He finds his man complete. That's Carson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
You talk about this Miami defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
On second down, a run by Achane. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 4 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs, that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off the RPO, he completes it. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
York able to send this one through.
And the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your...
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Now Achane on 1st and 10.
Shedding defenders at the 15. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That good for 22 and a first down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run. Achane. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll drop to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The coverage good. The pressure good. Leads to the sack. And it's 3rd and goal now. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can. But this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it with Achane. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. And
2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10.
Up the middle, Achane.
Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Buffalo 18. Trap 60, trap 60. Warriors 17.
2nd and 9 now. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll run for it with Achane.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Second and goal at the 15-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Flag like you mean it. Roll it. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins!
Devon Achane
With career touchdown number 94, he ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
19 Lions.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
No surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. They'll look to throw here.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
They'll throw now on the final play. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
but he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I had.
And they'll give this to Achane.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10.
18, Pioneer! Go street!
They'll set up a throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check Bobcat! Check Bobcat!
Achane gets it from the gun.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
This a 33-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And the Dolphins will add onto their lead.
So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, They take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And this is so uncharacteristic for him this season. Back-to-back interceptions from a guy who's taken really good care of the ball so far this season. Got to give credit to the defensive coaches, the players on the opposing sideline. Excellent preparation, even better execution.
A give, running right, Achane.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
2nd down and inches. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Let's go.
Back to throw here.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
94 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Right back to Achane on second down.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
2nd and 15. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Unfortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready.
He'll look to throw.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Cowboy 80.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Nice little juke. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action here on 1st down. He hits Adams complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Dragon 60. 79 Broncos. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Devin Duvernay.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And that one not going to work at all. Boy, the defense all over it, and they blow that up behind the line. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on third down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on third down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
Trey Tucker on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
2nd and 3. His throw incomplete.
But at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and score. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward
into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Riggs! Go, Riggs, go!
They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A gain of 9 yards.
Cougar 19.
And an Oakland
19,
first down.
right here. 19 tight. 19. Hey, check that. Street. Ready.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for the Raiders. 41 yards. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Let's go.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, man. We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying.
Yeah, stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't going like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Camp, it's half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she love that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cut that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me at the teller, it's not that.